Left-handed receiver. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
There's Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. First down, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Matthews from 13 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hurry up, let's go! Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. 12
yards there as they move the chains. Again to Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's to the 10, and he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie White in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Second down, Mariota. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hurry up, let's go!
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And some room to maneuver. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And we'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. C.J. Mosley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Third and long here for Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's 4 down. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing here, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now Mariota, flush to his right. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker, Mason Crosby, set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Mariota now to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A second down throw here for Mariota. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. First down, Mariota. Over the middle to Beckham. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Beckham, the guy everyone's going to be keeping an eye on, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have Janoris Jenkins watching him on every play, and that is never an easy assignment.
And people want to call him vertically challenged, and he does not mind because he's up for each and every battle out on the corner. He will take on tall receivers, short receivers, has the agility.
It got his man complete. And touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mariota now from the 50. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. but able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football. That's why he's able to bat it away.
Sliding out of the pocket. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 64 yards. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The pitch to Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll toss it to Fournette. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A handoff to Fournette. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got room. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
It kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To throw, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing is Mariota, buying time to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Third and short yardage, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Mariota to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Mariota to throw it this time. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mariota to throw it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long here for Mariota. Flush to his right. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah,
they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the run, it's Fournette, and he gets it down to the 32. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A toss running left, Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee. Snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler, Reggie White. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back now in Arlington as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham, 32 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Telvin Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's second and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mariota on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mariota now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mariota from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. The give is to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Mariota.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fournette fighting through. Oh, refusing to go down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D. again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker, Mason Crosby, set to do the honors here. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. It's caught. They go through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Vick steps away. And some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They keep it with Miller on first down, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Dallas Goedert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called row stem right or row stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Hurry up, let's go.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come back.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Play action now. Vic. Out to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Pruitt, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The dangerous Hill now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Quick, quick. Back over. Right to it.
Vic operating on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throw left side complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Quick, quick. Alert, alert. 3 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Vic. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go.
They will indeed go for it. Vic. And over, it's Moss complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Hey, let's go.
Vic goes play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Jack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Vic now from the 50. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Fournette on the counter, and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's Vic following the interception. On the move to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This will be the final play of the half. Vic, he's going to let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Right side caught by Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Davis. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The return man is Hill. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, here, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now a toss going left. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. On play action, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, They come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable now for Woodson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Brand's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
There they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. His throw incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brad Wing now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Eagles. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker, Mason Crosby, set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They will indeed go for it. Vick, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Vick goes play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Vick scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is 4 now. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And
Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Vick now after the fumble recovery. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's Michael Vick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Right side caught by Jackson. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Vick back around his own goal line. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Play action now, Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. On second down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. It's Graham. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, It's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, Vick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The return man is Hill. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Ben on third and long. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go.